This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Jay Shy here with another video, and I'm taking a little short break. And on this short break, you can kind of say I've been on a strange journey. Yeah, that was cheesy. Wow. Anyway, I've been playing Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey. I took a little short break, and I really just played some old school games. A lot of Nintendo stuff and Super Nintendo, Pilot Wings and F-Zero and stuff like that. And then I just found myself gravitating back towards the RPG scene. So I've been playing a lot of Strange Journey, and I feel like I am far enough into the game where I can give the game an impression. So far, I can honestly tell you that this is a game that I bought basically because I heard the soundtrack first. I love the soundtrack so much that I ended up just getting the game. I actually didn't buy the game. I actually traded for it. Because I couldn't find it at the time when I was looking for it, and one of my buddies had it, and I was like, dude, I'll trade you something for that. I want that game. So I ended up trading for it because I heard the soundtrack first, and I loved the soundtrack, and I was like, I have to play this game. It just sounds epic and amazing. But the first thing I want to get into is the story of the game. The story of the game is very 90s sci-fi-ish to me. I don't know why. It just seems very old school sci-fi movie. You know, it's weird. It almost seems like a B movie to me. Where it's basically, you know, this military group is sent to Antarctica to go investigate some anomaly that is basically going around in Antarctica, and it's basically like a black hole. It's like swallowing up some of the Earth, and there's like a time limit. It's basically just moving at a slow pace, so they sent these military guys to go investigate it. And basically, what happens when they get there? Stuff goes to hell. The team gets separated. Their machines don't work. You know, typical stuff. And in my opinion, the game starts off kind of slow. I wasn't really interested in it at first, only because the game feels the need to throw everything at your face from the get-go. This is what the company they work for, this is what they're doing, this is what this means. It was just a lot, and I was just like, okay, this is kind of boring. Let me just get to the game. But after a while, you know, you get to the part of the game, and I was a little disappointed with the first area. The first area just seemed so meh. It was just, man, it's a cave. It's just a big, giant ice cave, and I was like, that's really boring. But it really does seem like a tutorial once you get through this one door, and you end up in a whole other place. It's like, whoa, what just happened? That was interesting, and then the game picks up from there. The pacing of the game is not bad. It's pretty good. The only thing that I can honestly say that I don't like about the game right now is the characters. The characters feel... It's weird, and I'm wondering if it's because of the fact that they're military personnel. That's the thing. They're these military guys. They're not regular civilians like I'm used to, and it just kind of throws me off. It's just like, I don't want to play as those characters. When I play a Shin Megami Tensei game, I don't want to play a military personnel guy who knows what the hell. I like playing with a character who is confused and distraught. It brings a little sense of horror and dread to the game. And there is horror and dread in this game because a lot of the military personnel do not know what they're up against. But it's just like, oh my god, there's this giant monster, let's all shoot at it. It's like, okay, yeah, that works. That works. My dog is scratching at my door, but I'm gonna ignore him because he needs to be ignored. He's a baby. Anyway, the next thing is graphics. Graphics is, how can I say, good for its time. it's a little outdated, but not much. It's just it's great for its time. It looks phenomenal, but at the same time, it's just like I'm used to newer things. But the dungeons, the design of them is just phenomenal. They look amazing. I love that. It has a nice aesthetic to it, and it has the music works well. The next thing that I want to get into is the battle system. This is where things kind of went jagged. It was positives, there were some negatives. Battle system's not bad, but other Shin Megami Tensei games have spoiled. There is no press turn system in this game. There is. It's more like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a combo kind of base system. Not really. It's kind of along the lines of, let's say if you hit an enemy's weak point, when you hit their weakness, you don't get an extra turn. And one of your partners deals another set of damage to them. But the thing is that it's not a set of damage that you can choose. It just kind of just happens. And that kind of just threw me off. It's just doing double damage, but it's not allowing you to select what kind of damage you would like to do. You can't abuse it. And I hate it, but I don't at the same time, because I like the opportunity of having a press turn system there, and it's not here. One of the things that make up for this is the forma stuff. You can kind of customize your suit and your other abilities and stuff like that, and it kind of makes everything a little better. But at the same time, you're just wanting that press turn system in the game. It's not there, and it just kind of, for me, I'm not saying for for the game in general, for me it just kind of took a nosedive. But the story is what kind of just keeps you playing. You want to see it to the end. The next thing I want to talk about is the old school designs. I was happy about some of those. But when I mean old school designs, I mean old school designs of demons. I am so used to seeing Shin Megami Tensei 4's kind of new / bad designs, good and bad design. Seeing these old school designs just make you feel good. It's just like, I love the design so much. But I would say overall, the game isn't bad. It's not a bad game. It's just the press turn system's not there, and it makes me not feel good. But it's okay. I'm liking it so far. If I'm gonna try and finish it up, but I'm not really interested in the game's world. But the one person who kind of does make it a little better, you see him, talk to him, because you don't trust him, is Mastema. You do see Mastema in the game, but for some reason, there's something about him that I don't trust right now. And I know a lot of you guys have played the game and beaten it, and you probably guys are gonna tell me, yes, it's probably a good idea that you don't trust that guy, or it's probably no, go ahead, listen to what he has to say. But there's something about that guy, something about that angel that I just don't trust. But overall, I like the game. And next up that I wanted to talk about is something that I signed up for. I did an NAS America contest for a game coming out called Hotaru no Neki, which means the what is it? The Firefly Diary, yes. And I did this drawing. It's a video, but I did this drawing of the character that I submitted. The contest is pretty much over, but I submitted this, and it's all colored. And I wonder if I can put it somewhere. There's an edit. Show it's colored. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be having some more videos come up very, very soon. Okay, fine. So look forward to that. All right, guys. I will see you next time.